Welcome to the other side of Bipper Studio. I'm Yolex, and today I will be doing a color wheel with oil paint. I'm running a little late, about 11 minutes late, but hey, I'm an artist. I do what I want. I'm here for me, not for you. No, I'm just playing. Yeah, so to all my streamers that want to watch today, I'll be doing oil paint. I have let's see, where's my camera? I have cobalt blue. I have a Candom red that I got on sale. I have a Candom yellow. I have titanium white. And I'm not really sure if I'm going to use burnt umber, but I do have burnt umber for like the darker tones, but my plan is to mix these three colors to make my darkest color. Um, If you're not familiar with what I'm doing or not sure what I'm doing, I'm slowly working on using each of the mediums I already have at my house. Animals, enough. Those mediums are colored pencil, watercolor, acrylic paint, and oil paint. So I did color pencil. I only have a swatch of the color pencil. Eh. I have a swatch of the color pencil. I didn't do a color wheel. If I did, I think it's in a different notebook. And then I did a color wheel with watercolor. Most of these videos can be found on my YouTube for these different studies, at least like the full length videos of some of my other studies. So with my watercolor one, just to rehash, these are the three paintings I did for my watercolor study because I'm just doing a watercolor study, or I'm just doing a color study with yellow and purple. So I used this color swatch to sort of determine the colors I needed to use. And I used my primary colors to mix all these colors for my color study because I just want to get used to all the mediums I have, figure out how they work, what paintbrushes work best with them, all that fun stuff. So that was my watercolor study. And then I did an acrylic paint study. And if you saw my most recent videos, again, these are on YouTube, the full-length videos. They're very long. I hope you enjoy them. Um, so I used my yellow, blue, and red to make this color swatch here, and I used that color swatch to determine how to use them to paint some sky photos. I like this one the most. I think this one matches the colors I was going with a lot better than I feel like the first and last one. The first one's a lot, I don't know, darker purples. I guess I went more with these colors more than like that plummy purple. And then this one here, I feel like I wasn't seeing the colors correctly under the lighting that I have. So I ended up making this almost too blue. So, and the blue that I was using here is a navy blue, so it was honestly really strong. So, though I love how this turned out, I also realized that I didn't stay with the color study, so that's part of my practicing and working on my skill and technique is seeing my colors properly and knowing that I'm mixing them correctly. So I obviously made a little bit of a mistake mixing the colors in this one. So I think it turned out purple in the beginning, and then I started adding layers over top of it and didn't realize that it wasn't just darker, but it was more blue than a dark purple. So it looks pretty for sure, but it definitely doesn't have very many purples in it. I think this is the one that got closest to my color swatch, so it's a work in progress. Um, so today I'll be working on doing the color wheel. I already kind of have it like drawn out and everything, and I'll be using this first one for my color swatch. Oh, there's paint on there. But So that's what I'll be working on. I'll be using this uh, glass color palette to put my colors onto. I'm going to play some music in the background. So just give me a moment. I need some music. Let's see. What do I want playing in the background? I think I'm just gonna stick with some fun lo-fi beats. I'm not sure if you guys are going to be able to hear it, but I'm going to be able to hear it. And that's what's important to me. Maybe. Maybe. Yes, I was going to do the peanut butter and graham cracker thing, but you know, I'm streaming, so I apologize, but I did do the apple part. You're welcome, baby. So, thankfully, I don't have to really worry about what I will be looking at to do this. So that's nice. What was I going to do? Oh. Yes, we do. We just bought some. They're probably in the other cabinet. Look near the peanut butter. Yep, by the salt. I see it from here. I can see it from here. The internet heard it all happen. I love you, baby. He's trying to say he doesn't see them graham crackers. I see them graham crackers. Oh, it's not gonna let me do that here? Come on. Give me my music. There we go. All right. So I don't need a canvas today, but let's see. I'll put some red down. I've never really worked with oil paints, so I'm kind of excited to. I did try testing them out on a tiny canvas. I don't even know how much paint to put down. They just seem like they don't have that much in them. It makes me nervous to use them. They look so nice. Look at those colors. I don't even, should I mix them with a tool? I don't know if I should mix them with a tool. Let's see. I'm put my paintbrushes on the side. The water. Hey, how you doing? What's up? I don't know if you can hear me. Hello. Welcome back. Yeah, I started my stream later. Apparently, streaming at this time, more people are on, so I figured I would give it a shot. T30 says hello.
Hey, someone toe drifting.
Stop it. Stop it.
That was you.
I know. You're mean.
I'm not mean.
I'm gonna throw your food away. I'll throw it right. I'll shove it right down that trash
I
can.
don't think I said something crazy.
Oh, he said, "Oh, there's Toe Drifter."
I didn't say it like that.
He's making fun of me for saying your name wrong last time. I'm sorry. All right. So, I get to work with oil paints today. I don't know if you heard anything, but yeah. Yeah. Oil paints today. I'm just doing the color wheel though. Look at that. Look at that. I'm gonna mix some colors. All right. I don't know if I should mix this with a paintbrush or if I should mix it with the tool. And all of my, I guess these paintbrushes are tough enough. Well, I feel like I need a couple different paintbrushes for this, so I'll use these three. Sorry for the loud paintbrushing noises. I can't help it. Can I? All right. So we'll put our reds and our blue and our yellow down. We'll do red first. I wish I would have prepped a paper for this with some of my gesso, but I didn't. So here we are. Yes, still the same color study using purple and yellow for all those people who are also possibly curious out there. Yeah, so um I'm going to be painting three different styles of trees with these colors for my next stream. But this one's just the color wheel. The color wheel! The color wheel. Again, I really wish I would have put this on a canvas instead. I feel like I would have been able to feel the textures better. I would have been able to feel the text. If you don't get away from me, animals, go! What is your problem? Right next to me? Go! Seriously? Animales? Alright, so I am going to try to, let's see if I can move this little sucker around. Can I grab you? Yeah. I'm moving my face! I'm gonna move this over here so you can see me mixing the colors together a little bit over here on the palette. So I'm trying to keep my paintbrushes separate so when I mix these. Alright, so we're going to do yellow and blue. Definitely need more yellow. Uh, Dark green. I want a bright green. Give me a good bright green color. I feel like this is like a very dark green color. Alright, well, I don't want it to be too much of a blue green. I guess I just mix a dark green. Okay, well, here's my green. It's like a dark green color. I honestly thought it was going to be a little bit brighter. I feel like my sound is too loud. want some soothing music in the background. She's like yelling at me. All right. So we have a dark green. My lighting for this is just reflecting off my paints. Nope. Nope. All right, so there's a green. Now we're gonna do purple. No, we'll just finish these off. So I need a more yellowy green. So let's make a yellowy green. We're just gonna slightly dip over into that green. I don't know if I like this green. I think I'm gonna try to make another green. Hold on. Let me try this again. Cause this is gonna make me angry. You like the green? You like the green so far? Are you sure? I feel like it needs to be brighter. All right, fine. Here's the yellow green. I guess that makes sense. Bob Rossing it over there, huh? All right, so we'll do now our more blue-green color. I don't know if it's because it's the color of the blue. But that's a cool blue-green. I like the blue-green here. The greens. The greens. All right. Switching paintbrushes. Put this blue one. All right. We're going to go towards the purple and the more purples, purple, blue, red, blue, all that fun stuff. So get a little bit of blue, a bit of red. That seems purpley enough. That's a good purple. I'm gonna add that purple. And no, wait to do it. Should I add it into my color swatch? Purple. What color swatch? Get over there. Yeah. All right, and then I need a purpley blue. Let's get some of that off there. Very plummy. I didn't know plum colors had more of a blue color. It's very, very purpley blue. So deep. So deep and so pretty. Almost looks black. Oh my gosh. All right, and then wipe that off. Like a dark purple. All right, and then mix a little bit more red with this one. Ooh, I like that color a lot. The red purple. That one is very nice. Let me see if I can get a closer view of the colors I have so far. I think once the colors dry, it looks a little bit nicer sometimes, but I don't know.
Changing my name to Prajit.
To what?
Prajit.
Brigitte.
Yeah. Prajet.
Yeah?
Prajit.
Why? You're weird.
I feel an overwhelming urge.
An overwhelming edge. All right, now we're rotating and we're gonna do orange.
Thank you for feeding me.
That
Weirdly heavy.
peanut butter.
Wish me luck. Hopefully, I go upstairs and got an extra MacBook for no reason.
I think this is a good orange. Hey, go lay down. These animals, man, they just want to wrestle all the time. All I hear is the wrestling noises behind me. All right, that one was with more yellow, so I gotta remove that. I feel like I should have probably mixed it using that little tool thingy. I might do it when I add the white. We'll see. All right, this is more of a red orange. Which looks still very orangey. Oh, almost too orangey. All right. Whew. All right, now I'm going to use this titanium white. And why did I pick these paints? If you happen to question that in any shape, form, or fashion inside your head and not in the chat, uh, because they're on sale. And I happened to find that Joann Fabrics was going out of business and they were uh, selling things for cheaper. It was very helpful. Excellent painting. Gracias. Alright, we're gonna. Alright, so this is the orange red, and since I already had it on my paintbrush, I'm just gonna fill that one in. Fill that in. Add a little bit more white. I realize that my camera is shaking a lot, and I apologize ahead of time. Alright, so this is more orangey. Mm, it's almost too pale for up there. I think we're gonna have to put that down there. Need to make it orange again. The hardest part is mixing these colors sometimes. I just need a normal orange. Give me my orange. This one isn't as neat and nice as the other ones are. I'm trying. I'm trying. It also helps me kind of see how far this paint can go, honestly. For just like the little blob that it was, I guess. So it's a little bit of white. Here's with a lot, a bit of white. Ah, all right. So now we need to do the yellow green, which there's still a little bit left up here. Should be able to mix that with some white. So just a little dab of this, a little dab into there. too light. Just don't have enough paint, I feel like. So I think I'm more nervous about using oil paints because I feel like I'm going to end up, I don't know. I'm gonna go through a lot of paint really fast. Makes me nervous, I guess. I think that one's too green. There. I am happy that I gessoed some canvases for this though, because I think that's gonna help my case a lot. That's what I'm doing. Mm. Right, and then that green blue. All right, so the blue green. I think I might need to mix. A little bit more white. Mm. All right, and then we're just gonna do blue. White. Mm. Mm. Thank you. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping in. To mix a regular purple again. So a little bit of blue. red. Probably should retake this again. Urgh. Alright, it's more reddish. Red, purple. The more I do this, the more it really does help me make sense of how to mix colors. I still feel like I get lost in it, but I do understand it. Alright, just red with white. Woo! Look at them colors. Alright, now we're going to mix our red, our blue, and I will have to put a little bit more yellow out. To make a black out of our red, yellow, and blue. So, and it's closer to the center. So I'm gonna wipe this up a little bit because I don't need this anymore. All right, so you can see over here, we're gonna do a little bit of red, a little bit of yellow, and a little bit of blue. We're gonna mix those all together to make our dark color. All right, and with this darkest color, we're gonna put that in the middle. It creates like a muddier brown, muddier dark color. I don't know. All right, so that's our darkest dark of those, and then mix a little white in there to make our second darkest dark. Looks like a purpley color. And then our lightest gives that the lightest. Oh, that works. That works. I don't know. I'm not the greatest at this. I try though. All right. Now, now we're going to move on to our color swatch. Oh, it's color swatch time. It's color swatch time. All right, so I'm gonna move my face back down over here. You don't need to see over here in this corner anymore. Here we are. All right, so definitely need a different paintbrush because I need to paint this yellow in here. So this is our regular yellow. I'm going to paint it right into the spot. And then from there, we're gonna mix a little bit of white. Oh, a little bit of white. A little bit of white. And then a lot of white. Ooh, look at those tones. All right, and then from there, we're going to mix just a little bit of our purple, which this is our new purple. So we're gonna mix a little bit of purple with our yellow. Mm. So just gonna make a little bit. I'm just all over the place with this. All right. There we go. Oh no, I didn't make enough boxes. So there's supposed to be 5 boxes. I guess I can use this bottom. Ah, ah! I messed up, people. I wasn't paying attention enough. All right, so I have to come down a little bit. There we go. This is our all right. I think I'm definitely gonna have to start over with that color. All right, so I need a little bit of purple to mix with a lot of yellow. All right, I feel like that makes a little more sense. All right, so a little bit of yellow, well, a little bit of purple with a little bit of yellow. And we're gonna do a half and half of purple, purple, and yellow. So it's half yellow and half purple. And then this one, I gotta change it up to add a little more purple, but a little bit of yellow. So let's get our purple and more purple. Make it a little bit darker. not gonna go over very well, but uh, what a mess. What a mess. What a mess. All right. So with that purple, we're gonna mix white, a little bit of white, a lot more white, and then with the purple that has a little bit of yellow in it. So purple, it's a little bit of yellow. White mixed. Need a little bit more white. All right, and then we need our half and half, which is a little half purple and half yellow. So yellow, purple, with a little bit of white. And then white. I like how thick the colors look, and now we're going to do a lot more yellow. That's a little bit white. All right, a little bit more white. And there we are, a color swatch of purple to yellow. I have to paint trees with those colors. Oh man, what have I gotten myself into? So, this was in a very long stream, but it got me closer to painting trees for my next session. I don't want to clean this poor palette off, man. That was a lot of work. That was a lot more work than I thought it was gonna be. All right, so there it is. I finished my oil paint color wheel and my oil paint swatch. And today I used Candom Red. I used Candom Yellow. And I used Cobalt Blue with Titanium White. Look at my color wheel. My color palette color wheel. Oh, look at all them paints. Kind of looks cool, but most of those are gonna get wiped away. You're never going to see them again. Never! So thank you for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed it, and this will be all on YouTube. All of it. All of it. See ya.